Many people dismiss tingling hands and weak legs as inevitable signs of aging. However, for nearly 1 in 3 seniors, these sensations are actually symptoms of nerve damage caused by a hidden nutrient deficiency, something you'll understand completely by the end of this episode. So please stay with us. Welcome back to the Grand Life Health Podcast. I'm Dr. Mayansky. Today, we're uncovering the critical link between collagen loss and the nerve and joint issues that rob millions of adults over 60 of their mobility. A 2023 National Institutes of Health review confirms that our body's collagen production naturally drops by about 1% each year after age 50. But this decline can triple due to inflammation, a poor diet, or certain medications. Despite this, most seniors are never told that the pins and needles in their hands or the weakness in their legs could be stemming from something as simple and fixable as a nutritional gap in their diet. So sitting across from me today is someone who's watched this pattern unfold for more than a century. And he's still treating patients to this day. He's walked side by side with seniors through war, famine, medical breakthroughs, and quiet revolutions in aging. And he continues to bring clarity to topics that many in modern medicine still overlook.
Thank you, John.
But let me ask you something. Why do so many people accept weakness, numbness, or stiffness when their body is simply undernourished? Because they've been told it's normal, that it's just what happens after 60. But that belief keeps them stuck treating symptoms instead of rebuilding what their body's missing. Exactly. And these symptoms are real, and they're widespread. But far too often they're misdiagnosed or dismissed. A senior says their hands are tingling or their legs feel like jelly, and they're told to wait and see or take painkillers. No one checks if the nerves and joints are even being supported properly. That's why today's episode matters. We're going to walk through 8 collagen-rich snacks that support nerve function, joint repair, and muscle strength. All backed by science, and all made from foods you already recognize. These are simple healing options that can be added to your daily life without pills or complex treatments. And by the end of this episode, you'll understand not just what to eat, but why it works. So, the symptoms might be real, but if we miss the cause, we misread the solution. Pain, tingling, and weakness. They're messages, not just problems. And if we only silence the message without fixing the cause, the damage quietly continues. That's so far from how it's marketed. No one connects collagen with mobility or with those strange tingling sensations that seniors often describe. And yet, it's one of the most fundamental components for nerve insulation and tissue repair when it breaks down faster than it's rebuilt. Symptoms start showing up, often in places we least expect. And I imagine many seniors are told it's arthritis or poor circulation or just aging. And that's where the confusion begins, because if they're treating the wrong issue, they lose precious time. They chase creams, medications, or worse, start limiting their movement, which only accelerates decline. That's why this approach through food and understanding is such a critical shift. And I want to dive into those specific foods next because I know you've brought 8 that are not only healing but practical.
1.
Dark chocolate.
Yes.
And the first one surprises people because it feels too indulgent to be medicinal. I'm talking about dark chocolate. Real dark chocolate with 80% cacao or more. It's loaded with flavanol that stimulates stem cell activity, lower inflammation, and help your body regenerate collagen naturally. Wait, chocolate actually helps rebuild collagen? That's going to change how a lot of people see their evening snack. Only if it's the right kind. Low in sugar, high in cacao, and ideally paired with ingredients like almonds and goji berries. Those additions bring amino acids and vitamin C, which your body needs to turn that chocolate into real repair. So, it's not just about the chocolate. It's about how you combine it.
2.
Gelatin. That's what I love about this approach. It's not about depriving yourself. It's about being strategic. You're taking foods people already enjoy, then tweaking them to nourish deeper systems, joints, nerves, energy. And in doing that, you're restoring confidence in the body again. What's the next one on your list? It's one most people overlook entirely. Gelatin. Not the sugary dessert, but real unflavored gelatin made from collagen-rich animal tissue. When paired with an antioxidant-rich fruit juice, it becomes a snack that's not only gentle on the stomach, but powerful for joint healing and nerve support. That's fascinating because gelatin seems so simple, almost too basic to be therapeutic. And yet, studies show it can reduce joint pain by over 30% when consumed before light exercise. It delivers the exact amino acids like glycine and proline that the body uses to rebuild worn-down tissues.
3.
Chicken bone broth. So you're saying this tiny wobbly snack can actually help someone walk with less pain? That it can reduce that dull ache in the knees or stiffness in the fingers, not by numbing the pain, but by repairing what's broken? That's a totally different philosophy from the average medicine cabinet. And again, it's something people can make in their own kitchen. What do you recommend next for someone struggling with nerve discomfort or muscle weakness? The next one is older than any supplement on the shelf. Chicken bone broth. When simmered slowly, it releases collagen, glycine, and proline, which are critical for repairing connective tissue and soothing irritated nerves. Just half a cup a day can begin restoring joint fluidity and easing those pins and needle sensations in the hands. So, this isn't just comfort food. It's functional medicine straight from the kitchen.
Exactly.
And it doesn't require anything fancy. Leftover chicken bones, a splash of vinegar, and thyme are really all you need. What's the role of vinegar in this? It helps pull the minerals and collagen out of the bones, making them easier for the body to absorb. The result is a rich gel-like broth that signals healing at the cellular level.
4.
Cantaloupe with mint and lime. And this isn't a temporary fix, right? It's about long-term support.
Correct.
Taken consistently, it nourishes the tissue linings around nerves and joints, areas that are often starved in the aging body. Over time, that means better movement, less friction, and fewer of those strange, hard-to-describe sensations in the limbs. And I imagine it also supports digestion, which many seniors struggle with, especially when inflammation is involved. Absolutely. The amino acids in bone broth calm the gut lining, which lowers systemic inflammation, a hidden driver of both joint pain and neuropathy. This is why I often say that true healing doesn't begin in the pharmacy. It begins with the broth pot. That hits home because so many older adults have the ingredients, the bones, the carrots, the leftover vegetables, but they never think to use them this way. They think healing has to come from a box or a pill. But this is wisdom that predates modern medicine and now backed by real science. So for those looking for something brighter, cooler, maybe even hydrating, where should they look next? One of the most refreshing and underestimated options is cantaloupe with mint and lime. Just 1 cup of cantaloupe gives you over 60% of your daily vitamin C, which is essential for collagen synthesis. When paired with lime and pistachios, it becomes a hydrating anti-inflammatory snack that supports both joints and circulation. That sounds more like something you'd see at a summer brunch than a nerve support treatment. And that's the beauty of it. Healing doesn't have to be bitter or boring. This snack cools the body, supports connective tissue, and helps reduce that stiffness that makes mornings so hard for many seniors.
5.
Warm tomato salad. Does it matter when someone eats it, morning or evening? Ideally mid-morning or mid-afternoon when hydration tends to drop and energy dips. That's when the body really benefits from vitamin C, electrolytes, and anti-inflammatory support. And the pistachios, are they just for flavor or do they play a deeper role? They're rich in healthy fats, fiber, and a bit of protein, all of which reduce inflammation and help the body absorb vitamin C more effectively. Plus, the crunch slows down eating, which helps with digestion and satiety.
So, it's not just a snack.
It's a microdose of mobility support, helping the knees feel looser, the hands less puffy, the body more awake.
Exactly.
It's also easy on the teeth and gums, which is important for seniors who struggle with chewing or dental discomfort. Small details like that make a big difference in whether someone sticks with a habit. That's such an important point. If it's not enjoyable, it's not sustainable. And when it comes to food-based healing, consistency is everything. Which brings us to something many people already have in their kitchen, tomatoes. But I know you've got a twist on how to make them more powerful.
Yes.
And the twist is warmth. Most people eat tomatoes raw, which is fine, but lightly warming or cooking them actually increases the lycopene absorption, a key antioxidant that protects existing collagen. When you pair that with vitamin C and healthy fats, it becomes a snack that supports both tissue repair and nerve stability. So something like a warm tomato salad could be more healing than a cold one.
Exactly.
One of my favorites is a simple Capri-style dish. Tomato slices with fresh mozzarella or avocado drizzled with olive oil and a few basil leaves. It's elegant, but deeply therapeutic. And the olive oil isn't just for taste, is it?
No.
It helps your body absorb fat-soluble antioxidants like lycopene far more effectively. Without it, much of that nutrition just passes through unused.
6.
Guava and yogurt bowl. You're making me think differently about how texture and temperature impact function, not just flavor. They matter more than people think. Warm foods often calm the digestive system and increase circulation, which improves nutrient delivery to joints and nerves. That's why traditional medicine, both in Japan and elsewhere, often emphasizes warmth and healing. And it makes sense because the elderly often struggle with cold hands, poor circulation, and slow digestion. A dish like this, warm and simple, meets the body where it's struggling most.
Yes.
And it's fast to prepare, which means it can be repeated often. That's the true power of food as medicine. Frequency, not intensity. And that makes a great bridge to the next one. Something that's tropical, surprising, and packs even more vitamin C than an orange. I think I know where you're headed with this, but I want to hear you say it.
Guava.
It's one of the richest sources of vitamin C on the planet, far beyond oranges or even strawberries. Just 100 g of guava delivers over 200 milligrams of vitamin C, which the body absolutely needs to even begin producing collagen. That's why I pair it with Greek yogurt to add protein and create a healing restorative bowl. That combination is unexpected. Fruit and yogurt for nerve pain. Yes, because it addresses multiple systems at once. The yogurt brings in amino acids to support collagen production while the guava boosts immune resilience and tissue regeneration.
7. Kiwi with nuts.
Does the body actually feel a difference when you start eating like this? Often within weeks, people report less stiffness in the mornings, steadier hands, even improvements in balance and coordination. And is this better tolerated than supplements for most seniors? Much better. Guava yogurt is gentle on digestion, and it also helps stabilize blood sugar, which is often linked to nerve discomfort and inflammation. That's especially important for anyone managing prediabetes or metabolic issues. It's incredible to think that a single snack, when designed with purpose, can address inflammation, collagen loss, and even nerve signaling all at once. That's the principle I teach every day.
Synergy.
When nutrients are combined thoughtfully, they will work better together than they do alone. And that's such a refreshing shift from the pill for every problem mindset. We're not adding pressure or cost. We're bringing joy and nourishment back to the healing process. So for those who want something a bit tangier, maybe with a little crunch, what comes next on your list?
Kiwi.
It's tart, bright, and incredibly dense in vitamin C. And just 2 to 3 kiwis a day can dramatically increase collagen production. But more importantly for seniors, kiwi supports nerve conductivity, which is key for reducing that tingling or pins and needle sensation. When paired with nuts like almonds or walnuts, it becomes a quick snack that supports both regeneration and nerve signaling. That's something most people would never guess. Kiwi as a nerve support food. Yes. And the texture is helpful, too. It's soft enough for sensitive mouths, but when topped with crushed nuts, it stimulates chewing, digestion, and even blood flow. Do you ever recommend adding spices or herbs to that mix? Absolutely. A pinch of chili flakes or sea salt can enhance circulation and give a mild thermogenic effect, which helps with nutrient delivery for those who enjoy bolder flavors. It's an easy way to upgrade the therapeutic impact. So, even a small tweak in seasoning can elevate how the body absorbs and uses the nutrients. Exactly. Food isn't just about what's on the plate. It's about how your body receives it. And for seniors, circulation and gut health are two of the biggest barriers to proper healing.
8.
Pineapple with nuts. That's why I appreciate this approach. It doesn't just tell someone what to eat. It explains how to optimize it for their specific stage of life.
Yes.
And that empowers them. When someone understands the why, they're more likely to follow through and actually feel results.
And you can feel that shift.
You move with more stability. You stop fearing your own limbs. And suddenly, a simple snack becomes a source of confidence. Now, I know we have one more to cover. Something sweet, enzyme-rich, and known to ease both inflammation and digestion. You're thinking of pineapple, and you're absolutely right. What makes pineapple unique is the bromelain, a natural enzyme that reduces inflammation deep in the tissues. Combine that with its high vitamin C content, and it becomes a powerful ally for seniors dealing with nerve pain, stiffness, or slow recovery. So, it's not just a tropical treat. It's targeting the root of discomfort.
Exactly.
When paired with nuts like cashews or macadamia, you get protein and healthy fats that help rebuild damaged tissue, while the bromelain calms the inflammation that's been preventing healing. Do you ever recommend any add-ons to boost the effect?
Yes.
A sprinkle of cinnamon can help regulate blood sugar, and fresh mint can soothe digestion. Together, they turn the snack into something that works across systems, joints, nerves, gut, even mood. It's amazing how one bowl can do all that if it's built intentionally. And the beauty is that it's easy to repeat. You're not forcing the body to do anything unnatural. You're simply giving it the raw materials it's been missing.